Yep.
We are live.
We are live. We're back live. Not sure if anyone is around, but all right.
Yeah,
All
I can. The
right.
audio is much better. Let's go. Let's see.
All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. I think we're okay. Uh, but let me get back into the game first. That'll be helpful. All right. Sorry. We're like half an hour behind now because. All right. At least I get it out of the way here and not on like a actual PvE stream. So. Uh,
That is that is true, but I like to think the prospect league
oh,
is
it
more
is.
important.
Yes. It is really important.
I
So.
don't I don't think we have a I think we have a Jose.
All right. So we do have to adjust some stuff before the game. So what we're gonna do tonight is we're going through the playoffs, and we're going to do this PBE playoff style, and we're only going to stream the elimination games. Or else we'll be here forever if we stream every game. So we're going to go through the standings right now. Coming in, the South will have the first seed, North has the second seed, East has the third seed, West has the fourth seed. And I think I mentioned, and I didn't realize this before, and I looked it up earlier today. The one seed has won 4 times in the seven out of the 7 times that we've done this. This is our 8th season, and 2 other times was won by the fourth seed. So the second and third seed rarely wins is what I'm trying to get at. So your team, you either want to be the last place team or the first place team. But anyways, let me reintroduce ourselves because no one could hear us before. I'm Enoch. I am the GM of the New York Voyagers, and with me tonight is TDentroyer, who is one of the Prospect League coordinators and, more importantly, the GM of the Buffalo Surge. And we'll talk to him more about the Surge and the season that just happened and going on to their next season and so forth, so you guys get to know the team a little bit better too. I'm a nice guy like that. I like to promote other teams.
Yeah, well
So,
we all see your banner, so
so
we know your team.
well, flags
The
fly forever.
championship
So
banner, you know.
flags fly
Yep,
forever. So
exactly. That's
so
right. Unless you're in the Metrodome and the roof comes down. But yes.
well, apparently you don't. Did they? I haven't actually been keeping up that much because because MLB doesn't allow me to actually watch the games I pay for. So I've been kind of ignoring it in protest. Um, so did the Twins actually win anything?
Yeah, the Twins moved on.
They
They
moved
beat
on. Oh
they
my
moved
goodness.
they
The
beat the Blue Jays, so they're
hell
playing
has
Houston.
hell has frozen over. So okay. So all right, but we're here for the prospect league, so let's get that
We
started. So
are.
we're going to quick sim, the uh, well, until we get to a elimination game. So okay, and then so we're gonna just keep moving on there. So let's just start this over. So then the mods could figure out we'll figure out what game we'll show. So unfortunately we'll kind of wing it a little bit, and see. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna sim all games, and the East. First up, the East will take down the North 3-1. Not a lot of scoring here. Pitchers duo will have an RBI from Bobby Boucher and Press Duckley. And oh, I forgot to mention, D Fernandez is our newest create. He makes his debut here, and nice debut here. Two for 4 day, 2 RBI. So uh, D Fernandez with a nice debut for the East, in the playoffs of all things. So over on the north side, a couple of hits for Otage and a couple of hits for France. And the only RBI comes from Azo, and that was it. So like I said, it's Pecora getting the win, Weiser getting the hole, Garfield getting the save, Slothberg taking a tough loss here, with and the player of the game is Susada Pecora. And over on this side, the South walking it off against the West in 10. Let's see what happened there. A solo shot by William McDowell in the bottom of the 10th there to win the game for the South. 4 for 5 day for Harrison. A couple of hits. They scattered a lot of hits, but the only RBI come from McQueen and McDowell. And on the west side, DeVille went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, and that was all the offense they had. Ario with no decision. Washburn the blown save. K-Ram the loss in relief. On the South pitching side, Duke Smith with the win in relief. And the player of the game is Jimmy Garoppolo. Oh, wow. Thank you for the rate. 123. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So
Nice.
thank you all for
That's
joining us
nice.
on this late stream. We are the Professional Baseball Experience. We are a create your own player league. Uh, we do various tasks each week to earn points to improve our players. Think of it like the road to the show, except that all your teammates are real people, and we use OOTP as our sim engine. So it's an online OOTP online league, just a little bit different. And but thank you for the raid. And if you have you want to join or have more questions, you could join our Discord, which just it was shown right above. I'm gonna put it in again. And why do I cap lock all the way up? That's nice. And so yeah, that's our Discord. If you have questions about the league, you could ask here. You could join our Discord and ask and learn more about us and what we do, and so forth. Uh, this is what we're doing tonight. This is the prospect league. We're the day before the minor league draft, which is where everybody starts off with. Even if you missed the draft, that's fine. You go on waivers, you join a minor league team, and you go on. But now the prospect league is kind of like the short season league in Major League Baseball. It's a place where, well, for us, it's a place where the prospects can get to see their players for the first time, just to have something to do while we're going through our playoffs in the main league and our off season and drafting and all that. So yeah. Yeah, if you have questions about the league, if you have questions about the league, anything, pop it into the channel. We're just really chilling and watching some fake baseball tonight. That's what we're doing. All right. So moving on, we're in the playoffs, as I said before. We're gonna quick sim. We'll quick sim the non-elimination game, so we could get and we'll stream the actual elimination game. So hopefully it won't be a reverse sweep everywhere because we'll be here forever. And yes, that has happened before in the Prospect League, and I still have PTSD from it. So,
I
all
have
right,
things to do in the morning, so that
yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate it.
Apparently we have
If you're
lives,
gonna
so
lose the first few games, just lose the
yeah,
last one,
just lose, yeah.
please.
The first round is a best of 5. I forgot to mention that before. The second round, which is the final, is a best of 7. So we if the South win or the East win, we will have a stream game next, and we'll see what happens. And the South wins. Oh, actually, we'll start over here, left to right. Why not? The Bulbasaur's bounce back with 5-0 win here to even up the series. Over on the east side, only 3 hits, one by slams, one by James, and one by Barrow. On the north side, it is Steve Blum. Everybody getting a couple of hits in the middle of that order there and spreading out the RBI. So quite nice team effort there. Blum with the home run. Bill Pitt. I keep saying Brad. I see B Pitt. I keep saying Brad, but it's not. It's Bill Pitt
I mean, I
getting the loss.
little
And
bit.
was that?
Brad's more athletic brother, Bill.
Yeah, like exactly. So he gets on base. So next game to win 7 in the third inning, only 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, no earned runs. He gets the player of the game as well. There's a 20-minute rain delay in the third inning. I don't know if that actually affected anything. But the South will beat the West again 3-2. Same score as game 1. Who's
First sweep
Joseph
incoming.
Torres, 4 for 5 day here, leading the way for the West. But unfortunately, the only 2 RBIs coming from Carl Beatty Jr. On the south side, scattered hits, and there's three RBIs, one by Ziegler, one by McDowell, one by Giordano, and that's all they needed. Another pitching duo. Sox maybe taking the loss there, and Aaron Ford getting the win, and Duke Smith getting the save. 4 for 3 is nearly. Oh, 4 for 3. That's a nice. Yeah, that would be very impressive if you get 4 hits in 3 at bats. That is some physics defying thing. So, all right,
Some
all right,
benchwarmer stuff right
all
there.
right. So we will have a stream game, Nick. There should be a day off, and then voila. And I'm gonna save it again. It will be the South Dynamos and the West 66ers. If Captain is, I think Captain is the mod tonight. If you're kind enough to throw up a prediction for everybody here, and while I go through these settings because it's probably messed up. I'm gonna lower this. Initial default. We'll take that. Oh, it remembered. Congrats.
3 for 4. 3 for 4 is
We'll,
not as
we'll
good
see
as
how
4 for 3,
fast this
but I
is.
think
We might need to slow
that's
this
still really
down.
good.
We'll
Proud
see.
of that. Proud
We'll
of
see
that.
how fast that is. I think super fast might be too fast, but sound enable. Oh, okay. It did remember stuff. I don't know at what point did it remember that, but it did. So I will take it for all that it's worth.
Jose is on the north, I believe.
Yes, then Jose is on the north. Jose is on the north. Uh, so the north. Uh, hang on one second. I'm gonna get some water. I don't know where my water bottle went.
I I do the north are trying to 5-peat. The Bulbasaurs, they've been around for a while. I'm kind of ready
Yeah,
for the logo to go.
I bet on the wrong team. Whoops. Yeah, so west, south, and so if you need to redeem your points, if someone can put up the redemption form that people need to fill out, that'll be nice. I forgot what I think it's form. Like, anyways. Oh, there it is. So, yeah, they're trying to 5P, which really, you think about in the grand scheme of things, 4P'ing is actually really like statistically impossible, considering that every single person is at 100 TPE. What is your base build? So while there are better 100 TPE builds than others, of course, um, like between
It's not
sim
that much
randomness,
better.
you're like, yeah, I mean, there are some terrible builds. Don't get me wrong, there are some terrible, but overall, everybody's really close to each other. So you would think that out of the randomness of everything, it'll be, whatever. But nope, nope, nope. So
100
nope,
TPE
nope,
and
nope.
run with
So so yeah,
good
we're
build
taking a
there.
look at the two teams here. Some notables over the season. Um, uh, Notables. Let's see. So we mentioned Shaw Dynasty had an incredible sim last time. It just had an incredible debut. So had himself a very good season. Abigail Mills as well. Hannah, who is in this draft there, uh, uh, had a 342 batting average. I think that was the title, if I recall correctly. They won the batting title. Um, so that's another fun one.
The batting title was Mills with 342.
Yeah, 340.
Yes. So the
All
other one
right.
was on
So
the south.
who scores last? So let's kick this
Ringleberry.
thing off. So we might as well have this running, and then and we could kind of chat. So let's hope. Let's see. And let me make sure all my little widgets are in place because, like I said, since everything blew up, I need to rebuild everything. So, okay, that's good, good, good. I am going to take away BNN because we don't need that. Oh my goodness, you remember everything. Oh, I am more than ecstatic
I'm impressed.
that you
I did
remember
not
everything.
expect it.
Okay, all right, cool. Okay, let's make sure this runs okay. All right, so we're gonna kick things off, and we're just gonna chill and kind of watch the game. So I'm not gonna go nuts calling the game, but so TDen, tell us about. the Buffalo Surge, and you guys had a spectacular season in season 42, finishing with 69 wins. And
That was our
tell
goal.
was that that
69 wins was our goal all along. So, you know,
yes,
on the
purposely yes. When you
I
guys saw
said the
the
last
chance to
year.
win the division, but you guys saw that you had 69 wins, you guys said,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, exactly.
that is
So don't
more
feel like you
important.
earned it.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, that last season was. I mean, obviously, we fell short of the ultimate goal, which is always winning the ring, and we also fell short of winning the division, which would have been nice because I believe we're one of two teams that have yet to win a division, have a division title, I should say. And it's I guess it would have been nice, and but this year was always going to be kind of a toss-up. Our division, when testing through our division, I just saw so much uh, variation. I saw the Voyagers winning it most of the time, so it didn't shock me that you guys did end up winning it. But yeah, I mean, I was pretty excited going into the last stream, just hoping for it. But you guys did it again, and then you guys went on to
well,
win the World Series. So
you guys, and all credit to you guys, is I don't think people realize how good of a season you guys had, and it was there goes a stolen base attempt by McCringleberry and got thrown out. It's 1-1 after 1.5 here, so we'll see what happens.
get your
Um, you have I don't think people like realize, especially if you guys don't follow it from like a sim to sim thing. You guys had an incredible stretch, and so the incredible stretch in the month of August primarily, and
yeah.
into September. There was a point where both you guys and OBX won like 10 of like 11 games or something like that.
Yeah,
And
we were both kind of I think vying for that second place spot, and then
well, you guys did
and then we
have the
both kept
division
winning.
lead going into
Oh,
September.
that's right, we
So,
did the latest we ever had it, I believe, too, as a team. So
oh, and there's a double by Siegler.
whoa,
Nice little gap shot there. Oh, is there another run? There's another run. That's Harrison driving in Ziegler. We have a 2-1
let's
game
hope
now.
we take the lead.
So the West fighting for their lives right now. They lose, they go home. Um, so so tell us. Tell us about the previous off season. What was kind of the mentality going into it. You guys made a lot of moves,
Yeah,
and
and
so what
I
was like without giving trade secrets away, kind of look back on it, and maybe tell the people here like some of the moves that you guys made, what was the thought process behind it, and so forth.
yeah, I think going into the off season, I think I kind of looked at it like we're either gonna push to take advantage of the way our team is built, and we kind of have a winning window uh, before everyone starts regressing. And we've always just kind of we were middling. We were kind of stuck somewhere, like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. Uh, and you kind of got to pick when you're there, because a mediocre team could win it, but the odds are much lower. And it's do I start the rebuild now or do we chase the ring? Well, why would you ever start a rebuild when an option is to put together a better team? Then the question becomes, what are you willing to give up uh, to make that happen? And I mean, I think some people saw our trades, and I think that we did give up a lot in some of them. Uh, but I think it's worth it at the end of the day if you're in the playoffs fighting for a ring, and I think that's the only way we'll ever know if those trades really pay off is if we do ever win a
Oh,
championship.
I mean, the flags fly forever. That is the thing. So no matter what
Mm-hmm.
you do, like that's the ultimate thing. If you do all that, even if they were the greatest trades on the face of the earth, it doesn't pan out, it
Yeah,
might not
there's
matter
no
that much. Or
guarantee.
you can make the worst
There's no
trade possible, but then if you win, then it doesn't matter. Like you could always say you gave up too much, but then you gave up all that for the ring. So
Yeah, there's no
so
guarantee either way.
yeah, so you guys already had Cookie Monsters coming into the season from a previous trade from the season before. You guys brought in you guys traded for Mike Forbes, whose user is
He does
CC Does It, who was the
fantastic users,
former
very
GM
knowledgeable.
of the Seattle Sea Serpents. So if you guys ever go into the PBE history, you guys look at the Sea Serpents. For a stretch, they were an expansion team back in season 25, I want to say, and they had this plan to build this team primarily on pitching and defense. But a few things fell in their way as well in terms of free agent signings. They An amazing job by CD to build up that team, and they with that core went to, I believe, it's 3 World Series in that, really ultimately in like a 10-year stretch, and even the 10 seasons, and even then in terms of competitive window is actually maybe a little less, but so give or take. Um no,
Yeah, he's
we're
an
just
incredible
Lumo, we're
user.
just kind of we're actually talking about the surge, but kind of giving background to what
We were talking
so
about we
yeah,
were talking about you a
so
little a second ago.
yeah,
You
yeah,
just
sure,
missed that topic.
yeah. Did they go to 5 World Series? Is that what it was? uh yeah, so they went to a bunch. So so anyways, they at the end of it, when CD stepped down, they broke down the team, and have to rebuild. But CD did go to New Orleans for a couple of seasons, and New Orleans started to rebuild. So you guys took the chance to trade for him.
We
And
we
CD,
gave up a
yes,
couple.
his knowledge is of the sim is incredible. So really second to none
I,
on that. And
I think there was I look at some of the other teams' war. We have a pretty good war room. I'm very happy with our war room where it's at, for sure. But a couple of seasons ago, there was only a few of us in
oh,
there,
by
and
the
I look
way, I
at
just
teams like
realized
you.
the West scored 7, so there's another game coming.
Yeah, there is another game. They're doing the reverse sweep.
So
We were talking. I think last prospect stream, we were talking about your war room a little. You were hyping how strong yours was. I know there's some teams around the league that just have incredible war rooms, and part of the C does it trade is, a good war room goes such a long way.
hmm
For one, as a GM, you just don't have the time to do everything. Sometimes you just need a fast opinion.
hmm
And a user like C does it with that knowledge just in his pocket, invaluable. So, I mean, we were really happy to get him. It was worth every penny we spent, at least for you, the user. If we win a ring, then it'll definitely be worth it. But we did that, and then we also went out. We grabbed Bazooka Joe as well,
hmm
uh, and that was. I think that's more just looking at our team and saying, well, where's our gaps at, and what can we afford budget wise,
hmm
and Bazooka Joe and Dak they know each other in real life, so they had a connection there. So it kind of made sense to bring him in just for LR reasons, and also he's a top earning pitcher. Um, gets us a second ace at the top of the rotation. So we were happy. I mean, I'm happy with the way the season went. Obviously, I was pretty disappointed when we lost the playoffs, but I mean, Toronto's gonna be such a good team for seasons and seasons and seasons
hmm
to come. I mean, that team is only going to continue to get stronger, especially since Lumo's not there anymore and the curse took him to Lunar. I'm kidding, Lumo. At least it beats getting beat by Enoch. Yeah,
um,
well, Enoch beat me
I
too, so
it's safe to say that Lumo is now my punching bag. So it's my new punching bag. So um, It used to be Dag, but don't tell him that. Um, uh, yeah, you guys, and it was exciting. Like again, it's hard for me to try to separate myself as the GM and a fan of the league, and that's kind of the difficult part because as a fan of the league, um, seeing Buffalo and Toronto facing off in the first round, and for the one of those teams were going to win a playoff series for the first time in their franchise history. That was really exciting. Like
Yeah,
the both teams have had a lot of bumps along the way, and and so like I can't imagine like trying to take those teams and try to um, re I guess rebuild. So the West do survive, and we're gonna go and we'll continue with this after we go through the box scores, and so we could kick off the next game really quick. Will Millis, who's usually really good, just got shelled in this game. Harrison led the way for himself with 3 hits, but and also Bowworm with 3 hits, but it can only get 3 runs across. West Side, a lot of crooked numbers here. 3 for 4 day for Schneeman, an RBI. 3 for 5 days from Mills. Um, yeah, continue his hitting. A couple of hits for Beatty Jr. as well. Like I said before, Millis got shelled. Uh, Matthew gets the win. Bentley gets the loss. Jethro Gibbs, who we didn't even mention, went 2 for 2 with a home with an RBI and 2 walks. So he was perfect. Just got on base all the time. So player of the game, keeping the West alive. So we're gonna save this, and we're going to quick sim this guy as well, and we'll see as the East will take the lead 2-1. So the North has their back uh, against the wall, so to speak. 3 RBIs for Hayden Andrews Jr. But over on the east side, oh my goodness, Fernandez, well, 4 for 4 day. He already had a couple of hits in the first game with 2 run score. What a playoff series so far. 3 for 4 day with an RBI for Bobby Boucher. 4 RBIs for Press Duckley on the bottom there. So impressive. So the East finding their bearing at the right time. Uh, Deion Mitchell getting the loss there. Duggar, I'm sorry, and Ian Moore getting the win for the East. Press Duckley is the player of the game. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next day here. I'm gonna save this again. We're going to go with the Bulbasaurs and the East first, and then we'll watch the South and the West. So we're gonna kick this thing off. And Captain, if you have another prediction, let's give people a minute. It will be Bulbasaurs and the Mounties here.
it's very
And
even too. 5-5 each
pretty
way
even, yeah,
pitchers.
yeah. So pretty even. And
God, I love that
oh,
Bounties logo.
let's see who commits the first error. So every time I feel like every time we do something with errors, like
No one
no
cares.
one commits an error. And defense is pretty terrible in this league because no one ever puts anything in defense. But so we're gonna give let's give like a minute. So bet your little hearts out. And so as we were saying before, and while we wait here, uh, if no one commits an error, I return all the points back. Okay.
Yeah, of
So
course.
um, where were we? We were yeah. So it must have been exciting, like going in that playoffs, and unfortunately for you guys, you guys lost to Toronto there, which again,
I
just a great team, and really one of those series that could have went either way, and
Yeah, I think well when we won the first game and we were the away team. When we won the first game, I mean I think that was if we would have just lost that first game, I think it would have been easier to take. But I think winning the first game and then just not winning again, and not only that, the last the game, the elimination game they got streamed was just horrible. I mean we almost got no hit. I mean
oh
we
goodness,
didn't even get a person to third base. I don't think.
I would apologize. I don't
It was,
remember watching that game. I might have stepped away because
oh, I've had nightmares about. I'll never
I might
forget.
have stepped away because I might have
Oh, and
stepped
I would
away.
have.
So
Yeah, I mean, I don't
I
blame
don't
you.
remember. I don't remember if
It
what was I
wasn't
doing?
worth watching. It was so ungodly
Yeah.
bad. Our offense was just terrible. I mean, it was. I mean, if I was a Toronto fan, if I
I,
was in
I
the Toronto
I
locker
don't
room,
know if
I'd
we
be. That
finished
would
our
have been
series
great.
before your game. So maybe so I'm trying to remember. I might not have been paying too much attention by that time.
Uh,
So,
it's
but
it's for a normal viewer, it's probably one of the most forgettable games
oh
if you're
goodness.
not,
Well,
because it was just that bad. So that
unfortunately,
kind of was a stinker to go out on.
unfortunately, Buffalo's playoff history has not really been great. So,
No,
yeah,
that's true. Thanks for
yeah.
reminding me.
I mean, it was still before your time when that first series, and
Yeah,
and I legit feel bad, and I was the GM on the other side, and I actually felt bad of how like uh how
one.
let's just be honest. New York curb stomped Buffalo in that first ever playoff Buffalo appearance. It wasn't even it was just at least that didn't happen to you. So that was like, yeah. Oh, that was bad. Yes, Jackie Daytona had more RBIs than the Buffalo Surge team in that entire series. Like Daytona basically single-handedly defeated the Surge, and it was insane. But
Yeah, I'm
but
glad I wasn't around for that.
but
Hadn't even.
but you guys, but more importantly, looking forward, and we're gonna kickstart the game here because looks like they think the East is gonna commit more errors. So let's see what happens. Um,
Superstar center fielder Jose out there.
yeah,
He
time for
misses.
Jose to show up because playoff Jose needs to appear. So, oh, and in terrible fashion, Otage flies out. Of course, useless. So,
Touch.
so if so you guys for the most part have most of the team back, if my memory serves correctly, as that is a home run by O Slams, giving a 1-0 lead to the East now.
Was it the slam lead off home run?
Yeah, slams a home run. Yeah. So you guys have most of that team back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
And
most of
how
the
how do
team
you
is
guys how are
back.
you guys feeling coming into the season? And like
I
I
think
would
we're
venture to say that this might be the first season that you guys might be the favorite to win the East. And again, this is not as crazy as last season because OBX came out of nowhere. But again, Providence is still around, so there's a chance that
yeah. It's a
Providence may get a couple of things bouncing their way, and then all of a sudden it'll be a bloodbath again in the Legends
yeah.
East, which
No,
I kind of expect.
if
So
I was in any other division, or if we were in, I should say, any other division, I would probably feel pretty good. But I mean, even if you're one of the top teams in the league in our division, you could still just end up out of the playoffs. Uh, Providence had no. Providence missing the playoffs with the team they had. Just, I mean,
yeah,
they
that
were
that was
they're
very unexpected.
they were above 500, and not just by like a game or two. It's like
No, no. I mean, they were at 59 wins.
what
There,
I mean,
there've been a lot of
60-win team.
seasons. There have been enough
Uh,
seasons where a 59 win team makes it to the playoffs, and it's not the first time we have 60 win teams that missed the playoffs before. But
yeah,
but
of
they
course.
just kind of got the short end of the deal here, as
It's him just
like
kind of kicked him
like
down.
like
Which,
OBX played out of their minds, and they had the incredible defense and the pitching, and they carried them the entire season. Um, so
Kubiak
so I
really knows how to put a team out there over and over and
oh
over again.
yes,
So
yes. So yeah, so I don't like to count them out, even though I know they're rebuilding a little bit. Again, uh, kind of the bounce of a ball type of thing. So uh,
well, then we also had. That's the other thing going in the playoffs. We also had the penalty. We had Hugo Hackenbush got caught using steroids, uh, and they just
Yeah,
sucked the
that.
steroids out of him. So that,
Uh,
I mean, I don't think that really affected anything. I mean, it obviously does affect something because it
well,
removed
yeah,
a lot of TPE from him.
it is. It is
Uh,
a good
don't use
chunk of
AI
TP.
to do your PTs, everyone. All right, if you're new
Yeah,
and you're
do
listening,
not
don't
use
use
AI.
ChatGPT
Do
because
your
I can
own
promise you,
PTs.
you might think you're getting away with it, but just because no one says anything to you doesn't mean they won't eventually catch it. And I felt bad because like as a GM, I feel like, oh man, that's kind of on me, but I don't go through and read my team's PTs and JPTs.
Oh, I mean that no one would. I mean, there's no one.
Yeah, I mean,
The GMs will never like who on like there's nobody has time to read through everybody's PTs. So except for
no,
Loki, who
I mean,
used
I'll
to read every single
sometimes
JPT. Um, so
that's
Loki
low
used
key
to, yeah,
insane.
and that was why he became the JPT grader for a long time, because he actually had the time and he loves reading through everybody's JPTs. But but
That to me is because there's so much trash JPT PTs. Like people, there's so many low effort
what?
posts. So if you're reading through them all, that is you probably spend more time reading it than some people do writing it, which is kind of even a further point not to use AI. It doesn't take long, right? Even if you're a
Oh,
bad
it does
writer,
not. Like, yeah, you could
it
string together random thoughts for really easy. So
yeah,
like
as long
like
as
it,
it's not
it
AI
looks harder
generated.
than it is, but it's not. That stream of consciousness, you could write 150 words, and BS about something else, and so
I mean that happens
yeah,
going into the
yeah,
playoffs, so that was
what
kind of like,
saddens me about it, so for anyone who didn't know, is that we had a few three users who were caught using uh, basically GPT to write their
some sort of
their
text
point task
generator.
and their journal point task, and it was already warned beforehand that it wasn't allowed, and so forth, and it's considered cheating because you're not doing your own work. Um, so uh, oh, there's a pickoff. Oh, everything going wrong for the North, but somehow they're still down 1-0. Um,
I, I think the thing that was really kind of like there's someone on your team you always kind of want to vouch for it and like,
mhm.
oh yeah, but then it's like, man, there was an announcement. I pinged the announcement in the LR, and it's just like
Yeah,
it's
they
scary to just
they
throw your hands up.
yeah.
It is what it is.
Well,
He
there's
lost some TV, and that kind of stuck. It was just as we were going to the playoffs too. I'm like, of course, like,
mhm.
ah,
Oh,
but
and there's a
you know,
2-0 lead now for the East, so
and no errors yet.
no errors.
So get your
Uh-oh.
points back. Calling it. There's
Trey
gonna be no
Taylor
errors
walking
this game.
people. He's at night. Oh, finally get to the pen. Is that getting a run? Oh no. Ooh, good throw. Oh, and that gets in a run. That gets in 2 run. And I think that might be the dagger for the North. They cannot. Their offense is just non-existent. Um, yeah. So three users were,
I'm
and
ready
one
to
of
let
them
them.
were on was on Buffalo reliever. I affectionately know him as Rusty because his last player was named after MLB player named Rusty Kuntz, and he was on the Voyagers for a while, and we loved him there, and it was really I was actually really sad that we couldn't get him back when he recreated. Oh, do we have something going on here? Yes, they show some sign of life. So,
Maybe if they get an error.
oh, and now bases loaded
Oh, bases
with
loaded,
Ty
one
France, a
out.
red hot Ty France, and a red hot Ty France. Oh, and that is just a sac fly, but they get their second run in.
Tying runs at first. Tying runs at first.
Oh,
Hayden Andrews
and that is a
Jr.
base hit, so it's 4-3.
Okay.
Oh, they're cooking. They're cooking.
All
They did
set and
not. They're
all
still
set
leaving
and
Saggy Tippin on.
save, and
Well,
it'll come down to the ninth inning.
it's come down to ninth inning. So let's see if
Bottom of
the
the bottom of the
yeah.
order, ninth inning.
Yeah. So it was really sad because yeah. What was sad for me was that like two of those people on there were former Voyagers. Their last players were Voyagers. They were teammates together,
Oh,
and
so
and
you're
that
saying it's your fault? I'm
it
kidding.
is my fault. It is totally my fault. Yeah. totally my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of the part that disappointed me the most, and I kind of get why people, would do it because it's like, oh, we don't want to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
We
I
have a
think it's malicious.
I don't think it's malicious. I think it's
I
just
don't think it's like,
yeah.
yeah, I don't think it's them thinking like they're cheating. I think what it is I
Well,
don't want to
they
write
just
it.
don't. Yeah, I
Let's
don't want to
do
write it, but
this.
I don't
Put it
want to
in
let my
there.
teams down and
It's a
so forth.
sim league.
Oh, we have a
Yeah,
tie game. We have a
exactly.
tie game.
Wow.
We have a tie game.
It ain't over yet.
The North not going away just yet.
Might get some extras. Oh, well, we do have
Well,
an
we do
error
have
as
a
well.
walk-off, with D. Fernandez leading off. And that is a gapper. Oh my goodness, what a debut for D. Fernandez. He might be the winning run here.
Might be playoff MVP if he keeps this up. Is he gonna
And
get
he
to
will
third?
hold. He
No,
will
he will
hold.
not.
And they will walk
I
duck.
never know with these
They walk
animations.
duckly.
I didn't think that was their plan, was it?
And that is a base hit. Does he come on? Does he come on? He does. And the East
Wow.
walked
The
it
East
off.
take it. The
The
East win.
East dethrone the four-time champions as the Bulbasaurs will lose in the first round.
Jose. Jose
Jose
goes
will
down, and the
Jose
North goes down.
this is the first time
Wow.
Jose has not been in the finals.
Fernandez. They
That
can
is
thank Fernandez for
that is
that.
insane. So
533 average through the series. I think he's the series MVP. Holy shot.
I would think so.
Yep, he is. His
So well,
MVP
he's the player of the
performance.
game. Oh, did it say that? Oh, there it is. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
he
Wow.
has a 533 batting average of 533 on base
Zero
percent.
RBI. He had 0 homers and
Swing at
0
everything.
RBIs, but still 6
Swing at
runs.
everything. That is the motto. So Slams let things off with a home run. He has 3 RBIs there. Uh, Tip Garfield getting the blown save, but he gets the win. Uh, Jader getting the loss and relief. Oh, Slams is the player of the game. I'm gonna save this. We will go to the next game. This is an elimination game with the South leading 2 games to 1, and let's see if there's a prediction. We'll give
See,
it
I would
like
have
a
been
little time.
okay losing the playoffs like that, you know? I
The
mean, I would
walk
have been
off.
okay with it, but that would have been a lot easier. I would have woke up a little better the next morning losing the playoffs like that, you know?
Flatty
At least
Senior.
made it interesting.
Flatty Senior is the best hitter I have ever seen in my life. Like hands down, the way he could reach everything. And the thing is that like you think that he swings at everything, and you would think that wow, he must strike out a lot. His career strikeout percentage is a 10. Or like a little under 11 if I remember correctly. Like he swings at everything, but he doesn't strike out. Unlike, all the players nowadays. And that is the most impressive thing. And it's not like he doesn't take walks either. Like I absolutely love Vladdy Senior. Like one of the best players I've ever seen in my life like in an incredible arm, probably like the best right field arm I've ever seen either. So okay, so who wins? That is your we'll give it like 30 seconds and we'll kick things off. Um, so so yeah, so I guess what is the expectation that you may have or your team may have going into this current season is season 43. What is the outlook? I know that it's we only have we don't have any testing to base anything off of, so we don't really have a full idea, but we have some idea, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I expect us to be pretty decent like we were last year. I don't know how good we'll be, but I think we're definitely capable of making the playoffs. So
Hmm.
and get in the playoffs, and you can win the ring. So I think that's the goal, obviously. But I don't know. I'm excited for the next season to begin. Um, I'm gearing up here to start testing, but at the end of the
You want to
day,
kick this
I
off
think
while
it's
we're
really yeah. I think it's to be good. I tell you what, I see our mod captain is B. Seattle's kind of a team that's got me excited moving forward too. Um,
Seattle is
they're
building
kind of
their
team.
way up.
I
They have a good
think
they
they're
have
a
a
couple
good pitching
seasons
core.
away,
So
maybe. Yeah, I mean, being with Toronto and Death Valley right now is kind of that's tough. But I think there's some people sleeping on them, and they could just kind of emerge at any given season here.
Yeah, I think there's enough pitching. Really, the question is on their batting side because there is some disconnect there, and I'm not sure if they have enough offense. And probably they probably have enough pitching. They and even if pitching at the lower TPE level still can be very effective. Um, so I think you kind of saw like when their pitching doesn't get up to snuff or like doesn't pitch out of their minds, all of a sudden like they aren't as good as they could be. So
Yeah,
and they're in a
I mean,
very tough division as well because so yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't know anything about being in a tough division. Um,
Well, we do have the best division in the league, so hands down.
yeah,
None of
yeah,
this.
last season for sure. Actually, the past couple seasons,
No,
it's
it's been
actually,
that way for a long time. Let's be realistic here. So there are
yeah,
always
and
three teams
it's,
competing in there. So so yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
I was
I
hoping to
I
do the worst of first thing.
we
That would
have
have been
not
cool.
had like okay, maybe since it's been a while because it's been since OBX were like at their I guess the lowest in their early rebuild or after they in in probably like late 20s early 30s. That was pretty much the only time that you had a lottery team and even Buffalo all that time like they were you know
Or
they
middling,
they were
40.
middling. They're still middling, and I always remember Buffalo. I always said they randomly can score. um, if nothing else at all, they could always drop runs in,
Well,
and
they
and
had
so
the Kevin Larson, Jack Condor prime days.
well, yes,
Those
yes.
two kind of, those two
Larson
could just
was
kind of.
was absolutely Sim loved Larson and still does, and Larson is I'll be very surprised if he's not a Hall of Famer. He has a very similar. I gotta look at his stats. I feel like he have had like a not as good, but like he's Tom Shoe, like a not as dominant version of Tom Shoe, and but he has been like really good like every single season, and I don't want to minimize that because I'm not saying he's not good. He's actually really good. I'm comparing him to a Hall of Famer in our league here who
Yeah.
had a spectacular career. So I don't. But yeah, I mean, Larson getting to finish his career off in Toronto and so I have a ping. Why do I have a ping? I have a ping. Oh, no.
Just
Okay.
looking at his
Oh, all right.
career awards for 24, but he's been positive every year. He's
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah.
regression isn't hurting him at all. So, um, so yeah. I, I, I fully expect. I would expect Providence actually bounce back a bit. I think. I
I think
think they had the short end of
I
the
don't even. Yeah, I don't even think they did anything wrong. I think the sim just decided.
somebody was
The
gonna
sim just decided that
somebody
someone
had to
had to be last,
someone had
and
to be
I could
last.
have been us. Doing my early season simming, I saw us down there sometimes, and I saw us winning, and then I saw us in the bottom. I did see us in second most of the time. Um, Not with the season simulation module,
I
but
think I
if
did have I did my predictions last season was Voyagers 1, Buffalo 2, Providence 3. I think a lot of people wanted to put Providence over you guys, but I really felt like I was looking at it, I was like I think Buffalo has the edge in terms of how the team is constructed and
I
so
think I think I got the OB. I think I had Providence third and OBX fourth, and I think out of all the divisions, that's the only one I had wrong in my season.
yeah
I
I,
think I
I
got
mean
nailed
I
all the
did
other
not expect OBX
divisions, but
to finish. Well, I guess I could have finished third. I did not expect them to finish like 8 games above.
Yeah,
Providence. I
it
guess that's
does.
the part that you were to tell me that that was going to happen. I probably might not have believed you. But yeah, OBX played out of their minds, and by they they had an incredible pitching staff and defense, which
Well,
goes a
and Cole
long
Kim.
way,
It
and
also had
I
Cole Kim, who had a
yeah,
season
Ko
of
Kim, yeah, Ko
oh,
Kim, who was an MVP
it was
candidate and had a
probably
insane
MVP favorite.
season, that I didn't think was sustainable, but yet here we are. A 400
Yeah,
FAVIC
I mean, I
apparently is sustainable, so in our league. Um, and
yeah,
you still have
I mean,
Gianna Morgan, who was going in that first round. I was very concerned about Morgan because I don't think that we could score on him. Score on her, technically. Uh, so and
and that is
if we
caught it.
yeah, called the ball. If we were able to score on Morgan, then we have a chance. But that isn't very likely because Morgan is insanely good.
Yeah,
So
it's yeah. Cole Kim's season really. I mean, that's yeah. I don't know how they don't win MVP with that batting. Uh, that
I
that was
I
just
I mean, yeah, that he was brushing the record for a little bit. I didn't think he
and
would.
it was and Denstro had a great season.
You had an
But his
insane season
defense
too,
is
so
but not
you were propped
not
up. You
that
had
good compared to Kim, which
well,
is like, oh no.
yeah. So I think just from the offensive numbers, that's what the voters might see more of,
But
and
that's what I see too when I look at it. I mean, even
yeah.
if his, obviously Denstro's. I mean, I came up from the minors and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna build a defensive-minded catcher. Just sounded fun, and I just kind of stuck with it. So that's always kind of been Denstro's thing. Uh, but his bat, I mean, he's that lucky magician this year, I guess. He just
Well,
he had a decent bat, but his
what
bat's up and down too.
I
He's
mean,
usually
it
one year
does.
good, one year bad.
There is a variation, but Magis can't hit, and that's I don't know if people really realize that too much.
Takes a
Is
little bit
that
of effort to get there.
you have to be smart about it, So
Yes.
I think you have to be smart about it, in terms of how you build it. So, but yeah, they definitely could hit, So, um, and place them in the right place helps. But yeah, but we have some free baseball going on right now.
Yeah,
Um,
we do. We're going to the
and
10th.
and
Elimination game.
more free baseball because every time I stream, all these goes into extras, and we're on the top of the 10th. The South is trying to finish this off, and they have two on now, and they get themselves into a double play. Dynasty will fly out. So, one run on 9 hits. We'll see what happens. Is the West going to stretch this to five? And it's this one. Oh boy, is a leadoff double. Oh, leadoff
Are
double
we
by
gonna have
Dynasty. I'm sorry, I went the other way. I was looking in the wrong place. Dynasty with a leadoff double, and that's a walk to Mills. That's a smart move, but and they double steal. Oh, that is gutsy.
that
And they
is?
strike out Vidi. I thought they were gonna
Oh
walk him. I thought
no!
they were gonna walk him to go to Gibbs. And Gibbs would drop this one in.
And
That is
drops it in.
done.
That's it.
West
Wow.
ties this up.
We have one more game here.
Jethro Gibbs, who had a walk-off,
Oh,
a
wow.
grand slam in the last sim that we had. Uh, oh
The
my
West
goodness.
versus Westies. The
Ziegler a
West
couple.
versus
Yeah.
Westies
So the
championship
South
is alive.
cannot get any runs going on. Kringleberry with 3 hits and an RBI. Ziegler with a couple hits, but they could not string anything together. 9 hits and only 1 run scored. Not like the West was really. Yeah, they were better. Um, yeah, only one walk from each team. Dynasty with a 2 for 4 day. Gibbs with that walk off. Pitching. Mace Windu had 11 strikeouts. That is a tough no decision. You went 7 with 1 unearned run and 11 strikeouts, and you cannot get a decision. Uh, so yeah, Mace Windu is the player of the game. So now we will move on That's a day off of save. I'm gonna save it again because I'm paranoid. And I'll save again. So this is the next extreme game. I'm gonna who wins the series? I'm gonna give it 30 seconds. I'll kick off the game, but I need to step away for a few minutes, and then I will be back. But it will be Arya versus Garoppolo. Arya, who have had a spectacular season, living up to the Arya name. If you guys,
Yeah.
we mentioned Arya a few times here and there, and Athena Arya is the last player. Also part
Yeah.
of that OBX bullpen. Well, this finish off the bullpen was great there as well. Was a starter, was a bullpen for a while, starter for a while on that insane Seattle team that we were mentioning before, and they recreated as Artemis Aria. You guys want to go? You guys could go look Athena up on the OBX roster, and you could look at her career. That's a shoe in Hall of Famer if I ever seen one in the PBE, and just had a spectacular career. And yeah, just knew how to pitch. Won two pitcher of the year, actually three, and it was a two or three. Um, don't remember if it was two or three, but the only player ever to win pitcher of the year with two different teams, if I recall correctly. So so
Arya.
we'll win. So we'll give it another 15 seconds. Get your vote in. Get your channel points in,
One,
and we're gonna kick this off. And
two,
I shall be back in a few minutes, so I'll let
three.
TD
That
here
is
entertain you guys.
three pitcher
Is
of the
it
year
three? It's
awards.
three. So
It is
so
three,
she
yeah.
won with two different teams, with Seattle and one with OBX.
And then finished second as well. So
Oh yeah, they finished. I'm sure they finished
second
second
voting.
multiple times and so forth. So uh, yeah. All right, let's
Yeah,
kick this off.
that's a Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah, by far, hands down, hands down.
Easy.
Not even.
Easy Hall of Famer. Let's get into the elimination game. I'm cheering for a West versus Westies championship just because it rolls off the tongue. Right. Where is here? Dynasty. There's Brandon Zahn. So Zahn is on the Westies. He's one of the ones who's always on. He's he's kind of a Jose type where he's just always in the file. So I believe that is one of Lord Parquod's friends that just keeps getting shoved in the file. Let's see. It's West. Stevens bet West, and the other two bet South. Okay. I don't even know who finished ahead. Who finished ahead in the regular season? Obviously, one's 2, one's 3, or something like that. All right. We got Lightning McQueen dropping one into right field. Max Polite down the left field line. Next up, we got Ringleberry. He will strike out. It's Arya's second strikeout. Pitching tough. Pitching tough. Making sure the Arya name is lived up to. Now it's. Yeah, Captain FB. Captain FB had 3 people betting, 490 in the pool. Yeah, I should have bet. I have way too many channel points. I need to start distributing them. This is the perfect stream to distribute channel points out. Get the prospect leaguers. If you don't know, you can turn your channel points into PBE money. PBE money is used to buy training and equipment. So watch any stream, gain the points. Once you get 10,000 points, cash them in. Twitch, and then our lovely mods like Captain SB will go through at the end of the stream, post them into as a bank transaction. Make sure you also have your username attached to your Twitch name when you do that, and then yeah, you'll magically get the money into your bank account via our awesome bankers. Do I redeem live stream? Nice. Yeah, I've got like 60 something thousand points right now, but I generally don't want to cash them out. I'd prefer just to bet them. You know, it's always fun to do like one really big bet. It's a good time. South has the lead. Mills, the season batting champ, on BD
There's a lot
Junior
of
Gibbs.
low-scoring games here.
Yeah, is punishing us. Yes.
Hangover. Oh, he has been red hot the entire
Out of
season.
here.
Red hot the entire season. This is. I didn't watch the draft, but I told AJ to say that this is why we drafted him.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the draft this year either, but Buffalo didn't have any really draft picks. We had one draft pick. With third to last, we got a player. So
there you go.
I wasn't gonna leave empty-handed. And you can blame Bazooka Joe and Forbes Jr. for that. Thrown out, stealing second. Roll to the wall. Nash DeVille. Brandon Zahn strikes out. Typical Brandon Zahn at back there. Head over to the south. Zeliger up the middle. Shane. Winston Harrison. Some of these names are just... I gotta like squint to read them over here. I think I might need glasses. I think that's what I'm learning here is I need glasses.
You might need glasses.
I might need glasses.
Or you might need a bigger monitor. I don't know. One of those.
Or just do the pro gamer move and move my monitor much closer to my face.
The West is slowly running out of outs, but they dropped themselves a base hit. Mills is just Mills can hit.
Mills can hit.
Oh, BD can hit, so that might be a run.
BD
can no, classic.
No, but a hit here from Gibbs will tie it up. 2 outs, and that will not do it. So
Gibbs' hero is not there.
All that steam and no power. No way to harness it.
I think. Wow, Polite does not have a hit this series.
Yeah, they are cold.
We're really coming down to the wire now. That's a hit.
Well, that's one way to do it. I mean, it's really just a couple hits.
Oh, that's
another hit down the line. That should be
a couple hits.
Second and third home.
Oh
man, runner in scoring position. No out. Nash DeVille is up next. Batting 500 in this series.
TJ strikes out.
No.
But Brandon Zahn, who really struggled in playoffs a lot when he flies out.
Oh man,
Here comes Dynasty. Let's see if. Oh, and that's an error.
Oh, an error. That was.
Kopit strikes out. Oh, Duke Smith holds on. So we go to bottom of the 8th. And that's a walk to McDowell.
That's not what you want to see. It's not what you want to see.
Pitching change.
West versus Westie.
2 on,
the West versus Westie championship. This is not what you want.
Oh, and McDowell steals third. And that's a walk for Ziegler.
Harrison, this could be the dagger.
Oh, he strikes out. Wow.
You know what's funny? Moscow Washburn is my best friend in real life. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I got him into the league. I got him into the league, and he went like inactive. I think I got him to do like one update,
He
and then
was.
one day I got him. I told him let's do a prediction. We're sitting on Discord, and I told him who to predict, and he got 100% of the prediction right that week, that prime time, and he just never claimed the points.
Yeah, that's why he is still 100 CPE and. Oh, and is that a run? Is that a run? Is that a run? That is, and the West ties
That
it.
is,
Oh
wow,
my
the West
goodness.
vs Westy championship dream is alive. That is alive,
And
and he's gonna
oh,
be on. Oh man, Nash DeVille needs to do something. You do not want Brandon Zahn
oh
to
my
be the one that has to be
goodness.
relied on. Wow,
And they take the lead. The
Nash
bullpen
DeVille,
blows it.
TJ,
Why is Smith still in
TJ's
there?
player
Smith
came
is still
through.
in there. Oh my goodness, they got to pull.
Oh,
This is classic OTP. Classic. Classic OTP. Oh, he dropped it.
oh, an
He...
error in the right, and no one advanced. Oh,
Wait,
or,
is that supposed to be a foul ball? I think it's just a foul ball that. Why? What?
huh,
Okay.
interesting. Well, they got the lead. Moscow Washburn in.
Oh. Yeah, Washburn was
Oh
was
man,
drafted by Hepcats. I remember. Okay, that
yeah,
that that that, that
I
believe.
I had high hopes for him.
Oh, and he can't even get a
Oh,
bunt
got
down.
the lead runner.
Oh my goodness.
That
But
is
oh,
rough. Well,
McCringleberry,
that is gonna make.
last chance. And the basis is loaded for Alaskan Bullworm.
Classic
X-Flex.
Washburn. Classic Washburn.
X-Flex.
He's washed up. They get him out of there.
Oh,
Oh
and he
man,
strikes out.
K. Ren comes in.
And that's a base hit.
Oh
That's
no,
one
that's
run.
it. That's
That's
a
two
walk off.
run. That's a walk-off to win. Oh my goodness, they scored
His 12,
two. Oh my
dashing
goodness.
the West vs Westy championship dreams.
Oh, that is insane.
No, that was a good game.
That is oh my goodness.
That was a good game.
Oh,
Wow.
oh my goodness. That is a
Wow.
3 RBI day for Giordano, including the 2-run single off of K-Ren. Oh my goodness. What a heartbreaking loss for the West. They had the lead, and then unfortunately, and Duke Smith, for whatever reason, they left him in there for 42 pitches. That's
Washburn with the
classic OTP.
loss.
Washburn with the
Wow.
loss. So,
Nice. Washed up Washburn.
uh, oh
Wow.
my goodness. Let
Self
me
good.
see here.
Stevens.
Let's see. There's a
Stevens moving
show.
on.
Let's see. There's a show. Hingle McCringleberry is the MVP of that series. All right, so we're gonna move on. The South prevails. It'll be the East and the South. Now,
I'm just
obviously, the first
excited.
game would be East and South, so you want to throw in a prediction now and go for it. But we're going to quick sim until we get to a elimination game, so we don't be here forever. So we're gonna start.
You have a choice? Do you have someone you want to win?
I don't really. I don't
I
think so.
I do. I want the Mounties. I like the logo.
You like
So
the logo?
I want it to stick around for another
This
season.
is the old Mounties
Sorry,
logo.
Stevens.
So, for anyone who's new, by the way, so I'm going to take a few minutes, I guess a minute to kind of talk about where the team names came from. Since we started the Prospect League back in season 35, we had a different theme going into each season, naming the teams. We had a charity drive back in season 35, and a user named Jabs bought like 5 seasons worth of it. Won the auction, so he had the naming rights, and he gave it like a different theme each season. Now the winner keeps a name. So the Bulbasaurs came from one of his last one of Jab's themes was Pokemon, obviously, uh, and and so but then the Bulbasaurs won like 4 straight, so they kept their name. Now this season we went with old minor league team names from the PBE. So the Mounties was the original branding for what is known now as the Florida Flamingos. And the Mounties were around, I don't know, season 9 through somewhere in the mid 20s, and then they rebranded to the Flamingos. The Dynamos was an expansion team in season 13 along with the Kansas City Hepcats. They kept their name until also around the mid 20s. Uh, season 20s, they went from the Dynamos to what you guys know now as the Puerto Rico Ranas. The other team is the West 66ers, which used to be. Oh, but the Mounties were originally Kingston Mounties. The Dynamos were the Dallas Dynamos, and the West 66ers, they were the San Bernardino 66ers. They were a season 17 expansion team. They went on to. They had a lot of success. They went on to make the first World Series in season 18. They went to make three more World Series. I believe they won on their. They lost four World Series before they actually won one. So they actually made it there a good amount of times and had a lot of success. Eventually, they were somewhere also in the mid 20s, and I don't know why all of this happened around that time. They were rebranded from the 66ers to the California Firehawks. Um, so yeah, the original GMs weren't GMing the team anymore, so the newer GMs wanted to rebrand the team and not make it a road. I guess I don't know. um,
Team
uh,
would go on to win 4 championships in a row. They were a
Team that
four-peat, I
went
think.
on to win four championships. Yes, yes. The California Firehawks. Um, was it four?
46 through
Was it four?
49.
Anyways,
Yeah, they had
was it?
4 in a row.
So
They four-peated.
they four-peated. Yes. Mm,
And then I joined the
I'm
team,
I
and they never won a championship again because I
Well,
think I joined
that's
next
because
season.
you are active and you're not a 300 TPEIA. So I have to put my jabs in there. So okay, okay. So, but either way, the fire, so you guys know them as the California Firehawks now, and the Fire Chickens, as I like to call them. So yeah, so we kind of pay homage to those original teams, and I actually really did like this is the original Mounties logo, and I forgot they did have an updated logo like somewhere along the way, but this is the original one, I believe. So anyways, all right, so that's enough of that. Did we have a prediction up? No, I don't know. Okay, so let's quick sim this. And the East taking. See, I'm telling you, like the fourth seed is either first seed or fourth seed. There's no such thing as like the middle two seeds winning. So, um, the Mounties score five, and they held the Dynamos to just one run, and the only run came from Giordano here. But on the east side, two hits for Boucher. Fernandez continued to just rake. This is a hit machine down here. You just get. This is
Candace
insane.
is really
And,
showing
and yeah, and it
his
actually took
power
a walk too.
up
So
there
he
after
actually took a walk.
torso is huge.
So three for 4 day with two RBI for Damian Thriller. So having a nice playoffs here. So East pitching Pecora after having a pretty terrible regular season, showing up in the playoffs. So good job, Sarah. Um, on the South pitching, Ford did well, but taking the loss, Smith out of relief. They just keep throwing Smith. Another 32 pitches. Uh, and the player of the game is Pecora, rightfully so.
Absolutely, the
Game
first
two,
person to
so we're
call
gonna
me that.
quick sim game two.
Absolutely.
And here we
I mean, at
go.
least in this league, we'll
And
leave
the
it at that.
South comes back with a T Deddy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, hmm. I don't know about that.
We're
So
good.
I don't know. But I guess there's nothing
Give
wrong
it a
with Hummus
chance,
calling
man.
you
You gotta
daddy.
let
You know.
it.
In all fairness, I think that okay, I'm not gonna go there.
I,
I'm gonna say something mean. So,
a little lost for words, but I'll
I,
say that I'm humbled,
well,
and
I was just gonna tell Hummus, who's your daddy, so just keep that in
well, now
mind.
you know.
Who's your
Now you know.
daddy? Well, I don't know. Look at the World Series and how it ended the last two times for him. He knows who his daddy is. Oh, okay. All right, love you, hummus. So, the
Oh
South
no.
here taking a 3-2 win. Oh no. uh,
So the South have the series. I like this. If we can just bounce back and forth to the elimination game, I'll ensure no quick
oh,
uh,
well, let's see. So,
reverse sweep.
well, I mean, we're still on decent pace, so so
Oh, Jose, 2-run single.
considering.
Top of
So,
the
let's see here. East, the only RBIs coming from Duckley and Thriller. And on the south side, three RBI. They just played all these. Polite somehow doesn't get an RBI while ever getting a hit, so he's still hitless in what is it, like 6 games now, whatever it is. I don't even know what it is. Like, oh no, they
yeah,
play
he's not
five, so this is 7 games. So these like no hits in 7 games.
legend.
Pitching, Bill Pitt taking a tough loss there. Millis, how are the Bulbasaurs doing? The Bulbasaurs lost in the first round, so they're eliminated, and so their four-peat is officially over. Millis getting the win here. Abel getting the save, getting the hold. I'm sorry. Moffat getting the save. Will Millis is the player of the game. Hey, why is he saying my Bulbasaurs?
That's yeah,
I don't
the
know.
grass
He
type,
has no relationship with the
grass
Bulbasaurs.
type starter guy.
Actually, yeah. It's been
Come on,
it's.
master.
Oh no, we didn't have the league back then, so.
Find
I
me
mean, we
on
had a
Route 2.
prospect showcase, so I don't know what team Hummus Alexander Benjamin played for on that showcase, but it's a long time ago now. I don't remember. You can't expect me to remember that far now. So I greatly
The season
Pokemon
of
draft about telling HO. Yes, you did. It was interesting. Let's just leave it at that. The infamous Pokemon draft, season 24, I think it was. We gotta find that. If no one, if nothing else at all, it should be on our YouTube page. So in season 24, the majors, and we used to have themes for the draft too, and the graphics team would make a graphic space on that. It's actually a lot of work. So I actually give them a lot of credit for it. They decided to go with Pokemon on season 24, and let's just say while it was really cool, I will give them a lot of credit for it. It was also very polarizing because it wasn't received very well. Yeah, 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 very polarizing. I think it's on our YouTube, and we have. If I could find it, I'll post it somewhere. But yeah, the graphics were amazing. Don't get me wrong, the graphic cards were amazing. Like if you really recognize and appreciate like what the effort they put in, it's just I don't know if that was the I guess
I guess the Pokemon fandom and the baseball fandom
well,
quite
yeah,
silly
like it was
fandom,
just
quite
like
mixed like we thought.
it was hard. Like it was hard for me
Hmm.
because like I understand like why people didn't like it, but at the same time I really appreciate the effort and like how well it actually looked. But I didn't know if Pokemon fit into the theme of PBE draft. So
I kind of think we should do it again
uh,
for a minute. Let's do it
they
again.
barely have
Let's.
time to get all the renders done. I'm not asking them to do themes. Okay, series tied at 1, so let's do this. Game 3.
That is this
And
one.
the Mounties will take the lead.
Keep it polarized.
6-4 final score. The
Here's
South
my
having problems
Mounties.
scoring, but they are mostly coming on the bottom of
Did
the
Blake
lineup here.
get a hit? Blake got a hit.
Oh, Blake got a
Didn't
hit,
score a run. Congratulations, first hit of the
but
playoff.
but unfortunately not enough.
No,
So
he
James
is
led
not
the
helping
way
his
here.
team.
Two hits, two RBIs for Bobby Boucher. Pitching, Sterling getting the loss here. Peters getting the win. Garfield the hole. Weiser the save. Colton James is the player of the game on, yeah, with that 2 for 3 day, two RBIs. It was Wilt Chamberlain type performance. Uh I don't know how to equate that. Is that like the 100 point equivalent? I don't know. So, all right. So we still don't have an elimination game. So let's see what happens in game 4. So It'll be Tippin
Yeah,
versus
no elimination. Like I said, we can just keep running this out until
and the
now
Dynamos offense
we
took off
tie it up.
7 runs in the first inning. They tie it up as their offense went nuts with McDowell's knocking in five, three, 4 for 6 days, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs for Gordon as well. That's just a lot of crooked numbers on the hit column there.
Blight is so. He's
And play
dancing.
in a
He did
in
get a
a
run from a
in an
walk.
18 hit game, he got nothing.
So
I don't know.
bad. What is going on? I love it.
It's insane. This is the type of form. This is actually Franklin Demar's season 41 when our first the World Series run that we had the season before. And so he could not buy a hit. Like I felt so bad for him. He was like 3 for like 38 the entire playoffs or something like that. Like we kept saying like you could blindfold someone and they would get more hits than him, and it didn't make sense at all. So on the
I love hysterically bad performance.
uh,
I find that so enjoyable to watch, especially when it's an inactive asterisk, not
oh
prospect in this draft.
well yes obviously we could make fun of him with no problem because he's just a bot here. So um, I mean I would feel terrible if it's like an actual so actual player in this draft. But so the East getting hits from getting production at the top of the lineup there. Colton James another couple of hits and a couple of RBIs as well. Pitching Garoppolo getting the win, Tippin getting the loss, and Robert Gordon the player of the game on the yeah on that winning
That's
effort.
2 games in 2 games now, right?
So 2-2. We should have a day off. No, I'm sorry. It's 2-3-2. So all right. So this is a rubber game. So we're gonna have a stream game regardless next. So let's see what happens. And
It's,
the Mounties 6-4. Didn't we have like a 6-4 game again? Like it seems like they really like 6-4 games. Ziegler 2 for 5 day here on the south side. They not enough runs. I mean, it wasn't bad. They just gave up more. James with a couple of RBIs again. So James kind of just getting all the offense for the East. Pitching, Ford taking the loss. Pecora continued the strong pitching there. 3-0 in this playoff. Weiser with the save. Pecora getting the player of the game again. So built for the playoffs. So now we move to game 5. Game 6, I'm sorry. Day off. Game 6.
Game
The East will
6.
need to try to win this on the road. So,
Is this
was
the
that
last
3 walks?
game?
Let's see. Let's take a look. Was it 3 walks? That is correct. No, that's 3 strikeouts. Sorry, that is 3 strikeouts and one walk. So
Don't worry about it. You're better off not knowing. Actually.
better off not knowing. All right, so Captain, I'm not sure if you have a prediction, but it will be the Mounties at the Dynamos, unless there was one from before. I don't know. Was there a prediction from before? I should check. Predictions. Who win the series? West, South. No, that was the last one we have. Is Captain here?
Oh, Captain.
I don't think anyone closed this.
Fred. It is closed. I don't think it was ever paid out.
No, it wasn't paid out, so the submission is closed. So I'm gonna. Can I close it? I'm gonna screw it up.
South one.
Oh, the South one, yeah.
South one.
I'm gonna South. I'm gonna complete this. Yes, complete prediction. So I'm gonna start the next one. So I'm gonna keep it easy. Who wins? South or East?
Interesting predictions are for the bots. You're the streamer like you are. Just who wins.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do. I do understand it, Twitch. So who wins? So we'll give you guys a minute, and then we're gonna kick off the sim. So go and do your predictions, and if you need the form to fill out, it's actually right above where Sev put that out. So thank you, Sev. So who do you think? Who is? You think the Mounties are Mounties on a
Oh,
roll? I
these are
think the
going in.
Mounties on a roll. I think they're gonna finish off here. But
Yeah, like I said, I like the logo. I'm not cheering against the Dynamos.
I
I just,
I,
I don't know,
I
it's maybe
yeah.
it's the name I like, Mounties.
The Mounties were actually really. I really did like the branding. I do. So, I would say that from a playoff perspective, as the road team, I hate being up 3-2 and going back to and having 6 and 7 on the road. It doesn't play out well like most of the time.
No,
I feel like at least
you
in the
really will
OTP.
feel like you earned it if you win it in as the away team.
I mean, honestly, that was basically like, like last week for me. It's like, was it last week? Yeah. So, so we were up after game four. We went up, 3-1, and I kept saying to like in a VC, I was like, I don't want to go back to Luna Base because it's like we're just asking for it. If we lose game five, I think we might lose the series. But we will see. Let's see if the home team magic comes up for the South or not. So, all right. So prediction is over. Well, let's get into the game. Let's get it on. Pitt versus Millis.
Oh, Brad Pitt's.
I'm just gonna go home, Brad Pitt. I don't care. His name is Bill. All right. Let's see what craziness ensues.
We're seeing Fernandez.
Is this first time we see Fernandez? I think this might be the. Oh no, there's no way. No, we saw Fernandez in
Seen him
before. So
cooled off a little bit, but
yeah. Oh, Mill is here trying to get the South back into the series. Pitt. Oh,
as the home team.
there's a base hit
Oh,
for Ziegler.
there's some prospect league defense right there.
Oh, that's a quick two. One. That's two on. So first and third, no out. It's Gordon continue his hot hitting.
Middle, yeah, Cell
And
scores.
this is new. Oh, he got caught.
Eight
I,
five four six.
oh,
Eight
I
five.
don't think I've seen that, like where they get caught there.
I mean,
Oh,
an 8-5-4-6. That's an interesting.
yeah. Somehow Palik gets on base. The South getting an early lead. It's only 1-0. Oh, what a diving catch by Palik. At least he's playing defense. So,
Yeah, I think that's the only thing. That's the only reason. Otherwise, they would have put they would have
well,
the
there's no
guys
bench,
behind the
so I don't
dugout.
know who else. I don't know who else they would
Oh,
have
they would
put.
have pulled a fan in at this
Oh,
point.
yeah.
They
And
might as well.
as
Okay.
Fernandez makes it to third, it's first and third, and there's a ground out there. Oh, and there's a ground out, so
Yeah.
no runs. McDowell hit this, and that's a fly ball. Bowworm, who is. Oh, this one is gone. Bowworm.
Full count. He hits a full count, 376 feet.
Bowworm
Gives it all
getting the
nothing.
getting the solo
That's
shot.
X-Flex's player. X-Flex's
X-Flex, yep.
player is the last one.
X-Flex,
Yeah.
who is the GM of the Louisville Lemurs.
And longtime aviator.
Longtime aviator. Well, long time indie and aviator.
Indy
So they
and then
kind of split.
aviator. Yeah.
By end of his career, I think it's kind of pretty even.
Yeah.
And
I think
that's
he set the league record for doubles too.
I believe so. I believe he holds a career doubles. I believe that's
Yes,
what it
career
was.
record. But the South's trying to make us watch a game 7 here. But they got a long way to go.
Well, we saw in the third inning, so. But it's the East. They gotta get there. They wouldn't want a game 7. This swings completely back in the South's favor if there's a game 7.
Yeah. Game 7 at home. I'd take
Game
that
7 at
over
home, and
to win.
I have no idea
definitely.
who's. Actually, I don't know who's starting
And
for
they
them
score
after.
again.
It might be their
And
fourth starter.
it's gonna be 9-0 at this point. So.
It's one out. It's James.
Yeah, the
Strike.
East didn't really do anything.
Yeah,
They're not giving up
they're
no big
struggling a
inning.
bit. They are
Early hitting hits,
getting
followed by
jitters,
just enough.
little
Yeah.
jitters, and Fernandez will fly out. We move
That's
on.
why,
We move on.
I feel like I'm
This is
watching
a
the
pitching duel.
Surge
This is.
Pathfinders game here. With the East not getting any
Oh,
hits.
Giordano. It may not be. Giordano isn't hitting a lot, but like, but we're getting those hits in, clutch hits, and he gets himself home too.
Yeah.
So with Harrison, who's
Wow.
been, so it's 4-0. South pulling
Well,
away
they're
here.
going for the 9-0 game.
Mm.
They're just gonna score a run every inning until. Oh, I guess it'll be an 8-inning game, right?
Yeah.
8. Yeah, it's looking pretty favorable for
Uh-oh.
the South. Make this a game 7.
Will Millis, by the way, like after a horrendous like first start in the playoffs, calmed himself down. He always pitches very well. Just holding him to two hits right now. He's only at 70. What is that? I didn't see. So it's probably mid 70 pitches. Palik still gets a walk, so he's productive at
Well, they have to
least.
score the run this inning.
Oh, there's a bunt. They still play small ball by Hingle. Oh,
There you go.
classic.
There's their run.
There's
They
the
got their
run.
run this inning.
They got the run.
Classic run in the bottom half.
Oh, they got
And
two.
then,
Oh,
they hammered it. Now it's not fun anymore. I guess they had at one point they had to win one.
oh, and that's a double play. So that's how you get to 9. They have to score 2 at one point.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and there's a plunk. Oh, they gotta get the offense going here. And
That's
nope,
the most
nope,
offense they had all
nope.
game.
Millis is just dominant. This is just
Yeah, this is
an incredible performance here.
This is a chest pounding performance right here. They just
taking your team on the shoulders and
they just continue to keep the East absolutely dead silent. Oh, and they might not score a run this inning.
Nope, they do not score a run this inning. As
all right,
Garfield.
well now I can kind of feel the tides turning. I can feel the shift.
It's Fernandez getting a base hit, so just a hit machine
I can feel
still.
the shift coming.
He also has 4 stolen bases in this playoff. Oh, but unfortunately, everybody under him is like after him isn't hitting. Thriller who is, but grounds out. So that is it. We take a 7-inning stretch.
Yeah, they take the 6-0 lead. Bottom of the 7th.
Got Lightning McQueen who will fly out, and Polite will fly out. So running outs quick for the East. As Duke Smith comes in, who the sim just decides he's gonna throw like 900 pitches, and we'll keep using him, but he is effective. Well, he was. Oh, that's an infield. 2 on, 2 out.
Really need something.
And they strike him out. So yeah.
I mean, at this point, you just save your pitchers.
Yeah. McCringleberry will drop this one in. McDowell.
I just don't.
Yeah. I mean.
I'm not pitching anyone of.
That's 1 and that's 2. Last licks for the East. We're probably going to go to this game 7. Fernandez will slide this one deep to the right, but that's we caught. And he gets plunked by Duke Smith. I don't know. I mean, they're gonna use him that much. They really should just take him out.
Not in the game.
Save him.
Yeah.
But OTP isn't smart like that sometimes. And there it is.
Then we have a game 7.
We have a game 7, 6-0 victory. A dominant performance by Will Millis. East hitting, there was really nothing. Scattered 5 hits across. And South hitting, Harrison with Siegler with 2 hits, Harrison with 3 and an RBI, and they scattered some more RBIs between McCringleberry, McDowell, and Bowworm with that solo shot in the first. Pitt taking the loss. Millis getting the win, 7 1/3 with 7 strikeouts, no runs given up. Will Millis is the player of the game
Easily.
easily.
Down by
So I'm
performance,
gonna
but it's
save this and I'm gonna pay this out. Choose outcome. Who
wow.
wins? The South. So the under or the the South wins. So
Stevens.
there you
Stevens.
go. We get one more of who wins. Same thing as above. 2 minutes. Get your predictions in.
Season 8.
Season 8 champions coming down to this. Game 7. I actually I feel like we've had a few game 7s recently on the finals.
62,000 channel points on the East.
Oh my
Go
goodness.
ahead, Stevens. Go ahead, Stevens. Come and get them. Come and
Oh
get my
my
points, Stevens.
oh my goodness. So someone just bet the South and then you
One
could win 2
$6 million
62,000
waiting to be taken. Just
$6
put
million.
1 point, 10 points on the
That is
South.
$6 million, and so yeah, the
There you go.
I kind of didn't explain the points a little bit. The points can be redeemed. Every 10,000 points is 1 million PBE dollars. So you earn the points just by watching the stream or just having it on, really. And obviously you win more by doing the predictions and stuff. So yeah, once you redeem the points, then it goes into your PBE bank account. So that's some
The
training
more you
here
bet
and
on the
there,
South
and
right
you.
now,
Hmm?
on the South right now, the more you're gonna get if you win. So,
So yeah,
believe in your
we
team,
got like
Stevens,
30
and see those
seconds left.
points.
This um yeah, I literally I've never used my points. I don't I
I don't either. And then every once
what
in a
is
while, I
that
like to
like
take something like,
3? I technically have there's $43 million like sitting here.
yeah. At some
Just,
point, you gotta just.
I guess at some point I should. Well, in my attempt to try to get to $2 billion, I
So,
think at some
so
point
is it unsavory if you told your Voyagers to get on stream and bet against you all stream long to
well, I'm sure
try
there's
to
some
get?
kind of well, but here's the thing, I'm not in total control of that though. It's not like
No, it wouldn't be.
I
It
mean
wouldn't be.
one the
It's a little
predictions.
bit grifty.
It's a
It's
little
a
bit,
grifter
but
graft. It's
it's
a
a little
grifter
bit,
graft.
but you think about it for a second though, like you think the predictions here are 50-50. So then all of a sudden I could be taking their money. So like
Then you could just go back on the next prediction. You could just keep betting until they won it.
I guess but
Grifter or grafter, I don't know. It'll never happen though because no one has
I
time for that kind of
yeah,
coordination.
nobody has time for it. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No,
All
no.
right, so
Plus, it's fun being able to say you have
there'll
$43
be
million dollars.
Peters versus Sterling. Sterling had a terrible start last time, but is 5-0 against the East with a .24 ERA. I didn't know that can happen. But yet here it is.
That is incredible.
That is insane. This is the season number. This season he's 5-0 against him with a .24 ERA. We probably should have went to this screen before people started betting. So let's kick this off. Good luck East. Good luck South. We'll figure out the winner after this.
I'm a winner either way.
You're a
The
winner
East,
either way.
if the East win, I get 260 channel points. If the South wins, I'm a philanthropist. And
There you go. Spreading the wealth.
a tax write-off for me.
It's a tax write-off. Yes, don't forget to file your PBE tax. It's due in the off season.
Uh,
Isn't that just regression?
God, that would be. Yeah. Can you imagine hiring
uh,
for a TV tax team?
you have to pay a
Okay,
percentage
games.
pay a percentage of your TVE every season. Regression all the way. Just regret. Your player will always
Regression
regress.
is regression is theft, Steven say. I say
Regression is
absolutely
theft. It is. It is
not
theft,
until
though.
next season. I will agree with that next season when TDentroyer gets
Right?
his first
When
season.
you hit your first regression ever here.
Yeah.
So
Game
there's
7.
and oh, there will Ho Fernandez a third.
Nothing doing. That is
And
gonna
nope,
end the
nope.
inning. No, I shouldn't say that so quickly in the Prospect League. There is
Yep.
no guaranteed can of corn catch in this league.
Is that a hit? Oh my goodness. Pulley got a hit. His batting
We got
average
a
is
hit.
at 77, not even at 100
He
yet.
doubled it. It's
He
doubled his
didn't,
batting
no, he did
average.
not double it. He went up 20
He did
points. It is
not.
now bases loaded, one out. Bullworm,
Stealth is
it was strike
knocking
out. So Peters will
X-Flex.
need to pitch. Peters will have to get himself out of it. And oh,
Oh,
that
that's
that
a run.
that gave up a run, but I think it
Good
also
stop,
saved the
though.
run. I think that saved the
I think it
run.
saves a run, yeah.
Oh, but that is a
That
base
will
hit up
not
the
save
middle
a
by
run.
Ziegler, and that scores two. So Ziegler drives in two, and that's a 3-0 lead now. And they do get out of it, but not before taking damage. That offense got to get themselves going because this is a this is a big lead if that offense is not alive.
If they hit like they did last game, it's over.
Well, right
So they
now
need to.
Sterling is pitching like that .24 ERA that he has been doing against them. But hey, look,
That's
Jigglesworth
something.
get
That's
himself a
life.
double.
That is life.
Thomas, we dropped this one in, base
Jiggly,
hit,
that
and
should get
that
it
will
in.
be a
All right.
run. So it's 3-1.
The Mounties do have life.
And this is a deep drive, and that's gone.
Oh, we have a tied ball game.
Colton
Wow,
James. Oppo
Oppo
Taco.
Boppo, 2-run bomb, 420.
Oh, this is a
Oh, wait,
game.
420 feet. Never mind.
Oh, that's another one. Bobby
Wow, back
Boucher.
to back.
Back to back,
Uh,
and they take a 4-3 lead. Oh
415.
my
So not quite as
goodness.
far. But that
Fernandez will draw a walk, and he's a threat to steal. But he would not, and Barrel will strike out. But they score four. Top of that third.
not
We
before
move
they
the
give up four.
bottom of the third. This is and Gordon will get on
But hey,
base, so they're right back at it.
this is what I want out of a game 7.
Ooh, yeah, that's all you can ask for. Oh, and
What?
they can only turn one. They can only turn one. McCringleberry, who has been red hot, but will ground out. So the score holds. Top four.
We're hold 4-3.
Duckley
Moving on.
flies out.
Nice.
Thriller strikes out. And that is a
Samus.
fly out by Slams. So a quick 1-2-3 inning. They needed that. Sterling only at
McDowell's hot.
67. Huh?
McDowell's hot. 12 RBIs leads the team. So this is the guy they want at the plate. And he does get out.
And that is a... Was that a double? I turned away. So I guess a double.
Was.
Bullworm strikes
Bullworm.
out. It's Giordano. It will at least move him to third, but it's 2 outs. That is a fly ball. So nothing.
Deflating.
Nothing to it. Top fifth. Sterling calmed himself back down again, so... Oh, so much for that. So he does give up a base hit here to Thomas. Oh, he's out, but... Literally 1984 comes into pitch. This is now a pen game from an 84. Strikes out Bobby Boucher. Peters is still in as Harrison is...
Great.
So they lead off with a double.
Man.
Gordon will move the runner up to third. McQueen strikes out. They gotta get something. They gotta get the ball on the bat on that.
Well,
And Polite grounds out. So cannot buy
politely
a hit.
dips back to the dugout. Sorry I had to step out and back in. It's okay,
Oh,
Captain.
good. And this launched, but it will just a deep drive. And he'll strike out. So 84 holding. He's had a 84 trying to hold on, keep the game close, and that's what he's doing right now.
Pitching like it's 1980.
Oh, we're in the pen, and so let's see if both pens got to be like lights out here. And that is,
Yeah.
and so far it's
So
holding up.
the South's relievers are all rested,
Yeah.
according to the team info at the top there. So.
Well, there's a lot of pen arms that they.
There's a lot of pen arms. They do not like
So.
pen arms. Prospect League. 7 hits each, no errors. We're in the
Clean
final
game.
3 innings. 7th inning
Oh
stretch.
boy. Trying to run out of outs, and Ziegler flies out.
No, they only need. They're good until they have 0 outs. Only being down by 1.
Well, there's only 6 outs left, so it's not a lot at all.
Left.
So it's like nothing left. 84 of a gutsy performance here. 3+ inning. Have not given up anything.
They got Gordon and McDowell still to chew through here.
So this is the middle of the lineup. This is the middle of the lineup.
Yeah.
And Weiser also giving up absolutely nothing as well. So, oh, McQueen does get a single.
So 2 outs, 2 outs, person on first. I'm kidding. That's
and
a polite stab.
Oh, okay.
It's a polite stab. So 2 outs, person on first.
Oh boy.
And that's it.
And that is it.
Well,
so Fernandez will leave things off to see if they could get an insurance run. He'll ground out. Barrel. That's a base hit by Barrel.
move the fences
84 still in the game.
Move the fences in. Well, you don't want that.
And he walked. They gotta take. Okay, they finally do. And uh-oh.
Yeah, this is not what they need.
This is not what they need. Oh boy. Oh boy.
That could be
it. They do not trust the pen. This is why.
It's not what you want to see.
Oh no. Oh no.
Gosh.
The floodgates opens.
Oh. This is.
Oh, the floodgate opens.
Deflating.
Oh boy.
They're taking away what was an exciting bottom of the ninth. I was excited. McDowell was up. McDowell's going to hit a home run in his next at bat. We all know it. And then they're going to think it's going to be 7-4. That's how the game's going to end. And they're going to think, what
balk?
if? Well,
he balked? Come on, Reed.
Okay, Imagine balking in Game 7 of a championship.
And he does strike him out. So, oh goodness, they score 4. So.
That is rough. Well, McDowell's going to hit a home run
canyon.
here.
Nope, he strikes out against Weiser, who is still going.
Bullworm struck out twice already
today.
today.
Ride on Weiser. And that is a home run by Bullworm.
Okay, so I was a player off on that. So 8-4, and that's how I think it's going to end. And that is just upsetting, because now they think back to what if we could have just held them. It'd be 4-4 right now.
Yep.
I think the only thing you don't want to do is get to 7 runs, because then you're going to think to yourself, what if we didn't block?
And the East,
and that's it.
The 4th place team will win, being the 3rd time the 4th place team have won.
The Mounties are your Season 8 Prospect League champions.
Congratulations to the Mounties. It was a very exciting series. The South, unfortunately, bullpen got to them. The pitching was just not strong enough. East in this game, couple RBIs for Colton James.
This is the first title for the East.
First title for the East, yes, that is correct. This is the first time the East has won I was going to say Tahini, the Prospect League. So, congratulations to them. Yeah.
Wow.
So, first time champs. So, Peter's getting no decision. Weiser with that 4 innings out of the bullpen. Only gave her that 1 run, but Sterling was not good, unfortunately, but they did hold in the game, but and unfortunately Reed just these are inherited runs. 84 was very good for 4 innings, and they just kept them in for way too long. Big Kurt Thomas is the player of the game here with 2 for 5 day for RBI. Did he get a home run? Yes. No, they did not. Um, so let's take a look here. The championship, William McDowell getting
Yeah,
the series
McDowell led the
on a
team in home
losing
runs.
side. On the losing side, getting the playoff, getting the series MVP.
5 home runs, 12 RBIs is what he left with. I don't know if that was all in the series. I think that
Four
was
four home runs, 10
four home runs.
RBIs.
So that means he ended with 5 home runs, 12 RBIs. So all but one home run and 2 RBIs came in this series. So it is a pretty dominant performance.
Yeah. So,
No one else even had.
well, I mean, got to
Well,
game
James had a
seven.
really good.
That's all you could really ask for. Game seven, So
Yeah. Well,
yeah. So we are going to. So what we're gonna do? We are going to. I'm gonna go here where the playoff ends, technically, and then we're going to get to the awards. So we're gonna sim through these and get to looking at what the awards would be. And I think one more day. Alright, so I'm going to save it here. And we will take a look at the news. So, wait, where'd it go? Okay, that's weird. Alright, so let's see. So, we'll start off here. The Gold Gloves will go to pitcher is Magnus Peter of the Mounties. Catcher is Shabadu, even though he only played like very little. He only played like half a season before he was replaced. So,
I mean,
okay.
catchers are pretty
Brandon Zong.
bad. So
Oh, actually, no.
in the
Actually,
prospect.
no, no, no. He did play 45. He played 40 most of the season before he was.
Yeah, say
There was a catcher create. So
I
there's a
think you actually benefit from less games as a
probably.
catcher going for Gold
So
Glove.
Brandon
So
Zahn wins the Gold Glove at first. Jameson wins the Gold Glove second base. Alexander third base. Kopitz shortstop. Cooper left field. Martinez center field. Hayden Andrews Jr. wins Gold Glove in right field. Reliever of the year goes to Mikey Weiser, who was on the mound, finishing off at Game 7. These are the Silver Sluggers. Catchers, Book Barrel, Lightning McQueen, uh, getting the Silver Slugger at first base. Lucas Jameson, the second base. Third base is Abigail Mills. Tanner Kopitz, shortstop, sweeping the Gold Glove and Silver Slugger there. Hingle McCringleberry, the left fielder. Jose winning the Silver Slugger in center field. Why is he in center? I will never know. The guy cannot play defense. So Hayden Andrews sweeping the Silver Slugger and Gold Glove as well. The designated hitter is William Harrison. Oh, Winston Harrison. I'm sorry. The pitcher of the year. Oh, really? Weiser getting it. I guess a 1.60 ERA. I guess it's like a short season. Yeah, didn't give it to a starter. Impressive. Okay. All right. Whatever.
Arya got votes though.
McKingleberry will win the MVP for the South Dynamos there, beating out Jose and Abigail
Was great.
Mills. He broke the home run record, the single season home run record. He broke it actually pretty early. He just kind of stuck at 17 after. So the previous mark was at 16, I believe. I could take a quick peek to make sure. Uh, no, not on leaderboards. So yeah, single season he holds the record for slugging percentage and on base percentage as on base. I'm sorry, OPS this season getting the record I believe, let's see, who did he take it from? Oh, he took this one from Why Not Cove from a few seasons back, and also Why Not Cove. Wait, no. And no, I'm sorry, Jalen Solinsky. So let's see. Jose actually uh, had the most total bases in a season, beating Zahn's record, which is 123. He has 125 now. Let's see. Anything other for 50? Hangover with the home run, beating 16, which was held by Why Not Cove from 5 seasons ago.
Actually,
So
Lightning McQueen is on there too. Lightning
Lightning
McQueen
McQueen,
almost.
right under that. So yeah,
Yeah.
but Cove, who is now on Boise, he's the left or right fielder, one of those two, on the Boise Raptors. So off, I think he had a pretty good, pretty decent couple of seasons so far, for relatively for lower TPE. But let's see, is that caught stealing? That's not a good thing. There's any pitching records? No pitching records were done this season. Okay. All right, and that is it. So I'm gonna upload this. I'll get the index up in a bit, but yeah, I guess all we do is ask the booth if anybody has anything, and this uploads pretty
Congratulations
quick.
again
But
to the Westies.
yeah, congratulations to the East, and yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties we had at the beginning. I hope they're all sorted back out now as I finally get this thing back up and running properly. So at least I won't need to stream for a while. So, but well, thank you TD for being here,
Yeah,
and
man. I was happy to be able to finally do a playoff stream
yeah,
for the
yeah, it's fun
Prospect League.
having you on all the time. Like every time you're on, it's nice to have you on, and
Yeah, I didn't lose money this time, so
you
I'm
did
actually on
not
a
lose
roll
money.
now.
Yes, yes, you did not incriminate yourself, which is a
That's
huge
right.
step, you know, in
A
in
big step in me for me.
exactly. It's amazing. So you're growing up. It's a
I'm learning to avoid saying the things that I did illegal, that were illegal. Just don't go
it,
looking
it's okay.
too hard.
Wait till he tampers you guys on stream. That's what I'm waiting for next. So
I, it's crossed my mind. I'm like, I really gotta. Sometimes you think about something, and you're like, nah, I shouldn't. Tampering's a weird one because you know how quickly a joke can become
yeah,
punishment.
yeah. So tampering, according to the definition here, is you basically cannot tell or suggesting or insinuating a player who is under contract to join your team. That is the technical definition of it. There's some
Well, no one's under
variations.
contract, so I
No,
can
no
tell
one's under
everyone to.
contract. Yes, that's the thing. That's why tampering these
So
guys. You
is it
you,
possible?
you still there's still people on contract here, so you might end up,
Oh,
well,
that is true.
so it's not like everybody.
That
So,
is true.
but yeah, we've had um we have had instances of tampering in the past, and not that much. And
Some of
there's
them are
been
pretty funny though.
so,
Some of them
I mean
are.
some
Tampering's not funny, but some of them have a good, funny story attached to it.
there's some of them.
I think Hummus
Our
God's
well,
probably
Hummus's one was
the infamous one.
the most infamous. He was on stream and decided that he was gonna say something which is a compliment to a team, but
If you want
but
to win
if you want to, and
MVP,
it's a
right?
quote, if you want to win, no, if you want to make the Hall of Fame, you should go
Oh, that's
join
what it was.
you should go join the
New Orleans,
yeah,
the Rougarous, right?
that was what he said. And
A plus.
unfortunately you can't tell an entire stream of, you know 50 plus people that you should go and join another team. That is a little that's not kosher. So I
Yeah.
So yeah. Um, we have other ones where I think people purposely did it just to because they want to screw the system, and so forth. But yeah, but don't tamper people. Try not to. Uh, just don't. So by the time you guys make it in a leak, everybody's gonna be on under people are gonna be under contracts,
Speaking of
so
which,
you
you guys
you
all
could
get
have
drafted
you could
tomorrow.
well, no, they won't be under contract still because well, I don't know about minor leagues because technically speaking, like you're underneath you're on a minors contract and you're part of the minors team, so you could is technically tampering even though there's no such thing as free agency in the minors. So I would say demanding yourself to be traded to a specific team is actually kind of tampering. You could actually tamper yourself. I don't actually know how that works, but it's been discussed before. It's kind of a weird situation. We actually just had one that happened. We didn't. It was kind of debated a little bit, but nobody really followed up on it. But there was a player who potentially tampered themselves, but I don't think. I don't know. It was a weird situation, but.
Probably happen.
Probably happen more often than people think, but anyways, you know, boring league terminologies and stuff. But thank you everybody for joining us. I hope everybody have fun with the Prospect League. I have a blast every season doing this. It's anything can happen, and keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. However your player does, whether they were absolutely incredible or they absolutely were terrible, it has no bearing whatsoever on how your one the draft, two how your player will perform in the PBE itself. This is a own little world. However Sim treats it, you know, whatever,
Yeah.
and
If you believe that the sim cares about what your player did from one season to the next, which I'm
well,
not sure, I'm not convinced it doesn't. You don't have to worry about that here because this is a completely different game file.
yeah. So
You're
you
doing now.
yeah, and also your player will improve. Learn to earn the TPE, learn how to earn well, get yourself into a routine. That's my advice. It gets really easy. It really does. Like I think people see like, oh, the equipment's gonna cost money and it's gonna be so much money, this and that. There's so many ways to earn money. Don't get me wrong. There's effort that's involved in it. But like, and you really you get what you put in. I really do think so. You get what you put in, and it's fun. And I hope you all enjoyed the draft tomorrow. Uh, I mentioned this. I mentioned this. This is I've been in the league for uh, 20. This is gonna be my 28th season in the league. No, 29th season in the league. Yeah, this is my 29th season in the league. Oh my goodness, I'm almost at 30. Um, I'm I'm in this draft, and this is the first time I'm in the minors draft. This is actually kind of weird. Like, this is the first time I'm
Because
in the minors draft. Uh, so
when you started in the league, you didn't get drafted, or you,
I
you
was a
started off
waiver.
as a GM.
When Kevin Choate was created,
Oh,
I was a waiver. When
waiver.
Evo Dictator was created, I was a waiver again because we had the choice of being on waiver back then at trade deadline. And I chose to be on waivers so I could go back to Kansas City. My whole because during that time I I GM'd the Hepcats for 11 seasons, and my player never been on it. I never actually played for Kansas City. I played for the Swifties when I was when Choke came in the league, and so uh, so 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 it was kind of like, oh, and I just real I actually didn't think about this until like a couple of nights ago, and it dawned on me, and I was like, this is the first time I'm in a minors draft. So it's actually kind of cool. It's actually kind of cool that after like so many seasons in the league, I'm actually experiencing something new, which
It's just
so
unfortunate you're such a terrible user and no one
I
wants
am.
to
I should be
draft you.
drafted in.
So,
I told everybody like they should really draft me in like the fifth round. I don't know why they
see,
I don't know why they
you
waste.
came out with a media post though.
Well,
a pretty specific media
oh
post.
yeah, yeah, it was a very specific
Those are
media
always
post.
interesting to me. They're nice as a GM because you're kind of like, okay, like it takes away some of the scouting, not all of it, but a little bit. Like
Well, I
kind
will
of gives
say
you a little
this.
more
I did
information
say
on
I
the
was actually
newspaper.
really disappointed because I wasn't scouted. Like I think the media post kind of people thought that that was it, and I didn't want to be scouted, but that's not the case. I put that out there just in case, like because I want to share at least that part, and what I um I could have not done that, I guess, and it would be more hilarious when people draft me and then realize that, hey, like, you never talk to me. I'm doing, whatever I'm gonna do. So, um, but
Interesting.
so unfortunately, I guess that was, and unfortunately, I guess, like there was like a few Myers GM who came to me and just like, yeah, we we didn't expect you to, fall to like, whatever amount. So we just kind of assumed that, you weren't there. So
Yeah, I mean, I
I'm
think
like,
that is
well,
kind of
that's sad. But I hope
that's
everybody
sad.
else got is scattered. But it's obviously it's less important for me. I don't care. I've been at this forever. So, oh wait, did I pay out something? Did I? Oh, I didn't. Oh wait, I did pay out. Okay, or maybe somebody paid it out.
Yeah,
Okay,
minutes be
okay.
returned.
Um, yeah, intro. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the ways that you could earn the money and TPE right now. The intro PT. I know 750 words is a lot. It's actually not really that much. I mean, I did mine like today, or was it today or was it yesterday? I don't know. I don't. I basically banged it out in like, like 25 minutes or so. So like I said, I know not everybody feel like they can write and stuff, but trust me, like just write down your stream of consciousness, and about your player, make up stuff, it's a background in your player, like just make up stats, make up background, why even put your own personal experience in there, like why you love baseball, or it just or
Yeah, do
something like
whatever you
that.
want. Have
It's either
fun.
do whatever you want. Um, there, the double media. Okay. So Chatterbox is easy money. Chatterbox is if you post something in that thread every day. I forgot the exact payout, but if you do it every day, it's 9,050K per week. That basically pays for the training itself, and all you need to do is put a word down, just reply to the thread. Like it's really a no-brainer, like so you just if you set yourself a reminder just to do it once, it takes you like 5 seconds. So that's just like almost free money. What's my player name? His name is Sebastian Otage. We love easy money. Yes, yes we do. So yeah, we mentioned the intro PT. The double media. I don't know which double media you're talking about. I think you're talking about the graphics one. I am not sure. There is a double media for graphics right now. So if you do graphics, you do get a double. You get double the payout right now. I don't know when that's going to. I assume till like maybe next week or something like that. Usually at this time we have double media for written media and podcasts, but they kind of do it randomly, and the media head doesn't like to do so because he thinks he doesn't like double media. So I don't know. So he liked to keep everybody on their toes. So I might give it a ping tonight and see, yes, and just like nudge nudge and try to get a double media. But if there is intro PD actually does pay out double media, so you actually get money from that as well. The rookie tasks, as that's another thing. It's all listed out in the rookie Discord. So check it out. If you got any questions, we're there to help. Our goal is to get you guys comfortable in the league and just enjoy as much as possible. Um, Top Point told me it was double media for intro PT. Yeah, it's double media for intro PT. There's no deadline for double media. The intro PT's deadline is when it's due at your majors draft. So for this class, it's not going to be due until next off season. But honestly, for that 9 TPE and for the X amount of money that you get from that intro PT, I would just do it ASAP. And you get the money. You there. you do the rookie task, that's another $9 million. The minor's contract will get you another five. You're at like 15-16 million dollars just off the bat if you just do that, and not to mention the chatterbox and the Twitch streams and other stuff that are there. There is a video on how to max earn, and it talks a lot of on a lot of those. Actually, that probably need to be updated because that was still back in the day with Twitter. So I think one day somebody needs to update that video. But anyways, um, like if you want to, yeah, you want to know more about it and find ways and you know, there it takes, it really does. It takes it takes it takes a village to run the league, and that's why the league jobs are there too. I'm not saying that you should get a one right now. Um, you should really take the time to learn about the league. That's what that rookie season is for. But anyways, enough of that.
Yeah.
Just
And you can always
uh,
ask us too.
yeah,
Reach out to us and ask,
definitely.
hey, I want to earn some money. What would you suggest? And we're
Hmm.
gonna tell you to go write media. No, I'm kidding. We'll
Well,
try
that
to
that
come
is
up with some ideas.
the easiest way because you're in control of your time with that. Like that, it's
Yes.
totally up to you. Like you write a little here, write a little there, and then you just gather it up with something. Upcoming streams tomorrow is the minor league uh, draft. Did whoever it is announce it? Let's see. Yes, NAS Base will be doing the minor league stream at 6 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. We will have the awards stream, which I don't have in front of me right now. What time that will be? I think NAS is also hosting that, so I would assume it's around the same time. And the awards are for the season 42, like MVP, Silver Sluggers, GM of the Year, blah 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 blah. So that's always fun. Oh, Hall of Fame inductions as well. So there are
That's right. Great.
so it you get to see past players, and you get a good gauge of like where the stat line needs to be in order to make it to Hall of Fame. So and just as a chance to celebrate some like really great players that have have retired in like I guess at least 3 seasons ago. Um, and then next week it's spring training. Spring training starts on Thursday. It's Thursday and Saturday, so that's your first chance to see your player in the PBE with your minors team. So check that out. And then afterwards it's our regular season the week after, and time flies and it goes by quick.
Coming
So
fast. And then pretty
coming
soon we'll be back
fast.
for season 9 of the Prospect League.
And then soon enough it'll be
Oh.
season 9 of the Prospect League, so which is probably the better league. No,
It definitely is.
um,
It's at least easier to run.
oh yeah, no, well we don't have updates or anything, so we just kind of create the player and there's a good template.
Thank
I'm
God.
glad we
Could you
figured.
imagine?
Oh,
Could you
oh
imagine?
no, I can't imagine. No, but I deal with the regular. I deal with the sim file and that has cost me between the sim file and GMing. I I now am like 75 years old. So so and soon to be 90.
He
So
75 going on 90.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining us and dealing with the technical difficulties, and but hopefully everybody had fun and yeah. Good luck everybody on the
Congrats to the
draft.
East Mounties.
Congrats to the Mounties. Have a good night, everybody.
Right on.